You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan. Thanks so much for joining. Welcome to Masters in Trading Live. At Masters in Trading Live, I get on here each day the market's open, 11 a.m., and literally I just try to add as much value as I possibly can. I've been doing nothing but trade my entire... Mercury? My big dog just walked out of the room. I like when he stays. I've been doing nothing but trading for my 27-year career out here in Chicago. Traded out all the major exchanges, the Chicago Board of Trade, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and where I really learned to trade options like a professional when I was a market maker on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange. Again, now I get on here each day. We go over the market. I try to add as much value as I can. At the end of this presentation, everybody paid up in my all access. We break off to those guys and go over our open positions and at times share new trades. I do. I love having my dog. That's like my routine every day is usually my big Rhodesian Ridgeback is behind me. I present, and throughout this presentation, he's begging me to take him out. So as soon as I'm done, we go for our walk. But I guess he wants to get started without me. Nevertheless, we'll meet him up in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go to the screen share. We're going to go over the market. We're going to talk about earnings season, getting to the end of our earnings season. We're going to talk about the QQQs. I want to talk about the SPY. I want to talk about municipal bonds because the market's really strong. Municipal bonds are my one concern, and I want to give you a ticker of how to look at that. Volume's a little bit low. Are you guys okay with sound? Can you turn up your own volume, or is that on our side? Telvin, if you could check into that, I'll switch over to the screen, and we're good to go. Sound okay? Tom's saying he's having a little issue with sound. Is anybody else having sound? Okay, sound looks okay. Okay, sounds okay, so we're going to press forward. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, good. Yeah, Tom, maybe just increase the volume a little bit. Okay, let's go over the market. Where do we want to start? Let's just start overlooking. I want to look at the QQQs, which is the NASDAQ, right? Then we'll look at the SPY, and then we'll look at small caps. So QQQs, take a step back. We don't need a whole bunch of lines on our charts, just keeping things really simple. What has the market done? Well, market straight down, calling the market the QQQs, right? Straight down in March, Liberation Day, April 2nd, and since then, we've rallied quite a bit, right? But if we take a step back, we are really right back in the area that we were before all this volatility took place. Really, once President Trump was elected, markets started getting crushed. Now they're really right back to where they came from. What we're looking at, for one, the level that we've been looking at, that we've been talking about for the last week, has been 522. Last trade, 526. So 522 is right here. So market is really strong. Without a doubt, guys, market is strong. There's one reason that I'm concerned. My main concern, guys, on the overall market is going to be municipal bonds. And you can look at that with the MUB. Ticker symbol MUB. I'll throw it in the chat. All of us should be watching the MUB right now for global risk. And let me explain that a little bit more. I'm going to take the MUB here. I'm using Thinkorswim. You can use any charts. If I go back 20 years, or max available, and I'm going to put this on a weekly. Now, I don't follow the MUB every day. It's not the kind of thing that you need to follow every day. But when risk is elevated, and right now with all the uncertainty in the market, I think it's fair to say that risk is elevated. You should watch the MUB because look at the levels that we're starting to trade at. I'm going to take this up. Right now I'm on percentage. I'm going to just take this. If I hit this cog here using Thinkorswim, I have things show price as a percentage. I don't want to show the price as a percentage. But what I want to do is, in this last move down to Liberation Day, the MUB traded down to about 101 or 100.29. That was the low back in 2023, back in 2022, and that was the COVID low as well. Okay? Credit problems back here, but look at what happens if we get under this crucial level. 2008, 2009, that was all credit risk. My concern is with the MUB continuing to trade lower, I don't think the market is going to be able to follow through on the high side, on the top side. So I'm looking at the MUB. As long as the MUB stays lowered, I am not sold on the QQQ breakout to the upside. Now, along with the MUB, we looked at the QQQ. Let's look at the SPY, which is the S&Ps. Let's look more closely at what's going on right now. I'm a huge follower of weekly highs and weekly lows. You'll notice that the SPYs haven't really taken out those weekly highs like the QQQs. Notice the QQQs taking out those weekly highs. SPY hasn't done so yet. So you need the confirmation from all of these. The high here is going to be, what is this level? 595. We are at a critical level, guys, right here as well. So I got 595 weekly highs. The MUB, municipal bonds, not showing that risk is coming out of the market. The MUB's going lower. That to me is saying that we might face some kind of credit risk coming down the pipeline. So SPY, top of the range. QQQ, a little over, but watch the MUB. And then if we go to small caps right here, you'll notice small caps too under their weekly range. Small caps 203.66. There's a 100 period moving average. And then up here is 209. So pretty significant numbers, guys. Okay. What's gonna change? What's gonna make us either rally like we're strong as can be or fall back down? Let me tell you. Friday. On Friday, we have our non-farm payroll number. The first Friday of every single month is the most volatile number of the month. So I think QQQs, the NASDAQ will go into the number at the end of the week at 522. I think that we're going to come back down. 522 will send us into the Friday unemployment report. I do not expect very much movement going into there because Friday is such a significant number. We might see volatility bounce around here and there, but I don't think the market is really going to go too far. What trades have been working for us? Well, for those who have been watching Masters in Trading Live, we've been boasting about the return in our earnings program. We've been successful in our last 8 straight earnings trades. We are trading at about 65% winners. And our last trade that we were able to take off was BBW, Build-A-Bear Workshop. Let me just explain this trade to you because these red lines, the red line and the green line, that's our trade. We bought a call on the green line and we bought a put on the red line, hoping for this name to move. When I was a market maker on the floor of the Chicago Options Exchange, that's where we learned to value options to the penny. The reason we got into BBW is because the options were priced inexpensive relative to how they historically move. So if you're long from the green line and short from the red line, as soon as BBW comes out with earnings and it trades all the way up to 56, we lock in our call. Our call, we were able to make 395%. The put side wasn't working very well, but BBW started to sell off yesterday. So our puts, we were actually able to sell for 20 cents. They were worth nothing, and the whole trade was 130%. Another successful earnings trade. So congrats to all traders that were able to take advantage of that trade. What I'm going to do now is in our all access portion. Yesterday, we shared 5 new trades. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4. We shared 5 new trades. We're going to go over those trades. I'm going to open up the Discord and field whatever questions you have. Guys, I appreciate so much that you came and came to spend some time with me. Give the video a thumbs up. Get your buns in all access. Love to have you there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, live, 11 a.m. Eastern Time.